reporting for adventure duty. Who's ready to learn about halibut hooks? This will help us connect with our Alaska culture. Let's go! Halibut has been a food source in Alaska for many years, and it is important to know how to catch these large fish from deep in the ocean. Traditional halibut hooks were made from two different kinds of wood. The bottom of the hook was made from a heavier hardwood, oftentimes from an alder tree. The bottom of the hook helped it float straight in the water. The top of the hook was made from a softer, lighter, yet strong wood. This part of the hook was often made from the wood of a cedar tree. The line could have been made from ropes of braided grass or seal intestines. If you held up the hook so that the barb on the hook was pointing straight down, the barb and the line should make a straight line. This line was tied to a buoy that floated at the surface of the water. These buoys were sometimes wooden floats, or a seal gut that had been turned into an airbag. The barbs on traditional halibut hooks were made from bone. They were wedged into a notch that had been cut into the top of the wood. The different pieces of the hook were carefully tied together with tree roots, kelp, sinew, or strips of animal skins. Oftentimes, octopus legs were used as bait. The leg would be put on the hook, then wrapped around the top of the hook and tied to it. When a halibut put its mouth around the top of the hook and pulled back to swallow its meal, the barb would lodge into the roof of the halibut's mouth or its cheek. Wow! I never knew the strategy behind creating halibut hooks. Even though I've lived here my whole life, I still have so much to learn. Traditional halibut hooks were designed to catch just the right size of fish. They were made big enough that smaller halibut couldn't fit the hook in their mouth. Our ancestors wanted the smaller halibut to grow and become bigger. The space between the barb and the bottom was just right for medium-sized fish. Large fish couldn't fit their lips between the barb and the bottom. This was important because our forefathers fished in canoes and couldn't bring a large halibut into such small boats. It was also important because large halibut are usually girls. They wanted these big girls to keep making more young halibut so we would always have some. You kids are great adventure buddies! I can't wait for our next journey! Until then, I'm going to share what I learned about halibut hooks with some elders in my community and ask them questions. Who will you share with?